Hey guys, good afternoon everybody. We are live. Hello. My name is Sam and I will be your coach for today's Guts and Butts class. So Guts and Butts, all that means is we're working the glutes and the core mainly throughout today's class. Today I will be using this weight plate, so I will be using weights. If you are at the gym or have availability to weights and you like to grab a plate or a dumbbell or kettlebell, that's awesome. Or if we're at home and we don't have weights, then we can grab a household object that has some weight, or we have the option to just do this workout body weight. So choose whatever option your body is comfortable with. Make sure you have enough space. Make sure you have your water, and we're going to get started in just a few seconds, guys. Today's class will be set up by rounds. So the first round, I'll have some more lower body compound movements. Second round, we'll isolate the glutes, move into some core, and third round will be all core. For most of the movements, I will be using that weight, but choose whatever option you'd like. We're gonna get into our warm-up first, so stand on up if you're not already. Warming up, getting the body moving. We're just gonna start by marching in place, bringing the knees up high, pumping our arms with the motion of our knees. If we'd like to jog in place here, that is another option. If not, stick with the marching, guys. Listen to your bodies. Give me some deep breaths. And let's go into some high knees next. So knees coming to the sky. Having the option to do these stationary. So one or the other. Deep breaths. You should feel the heart beating here, guys. Give me 3, 2, and 1. Into some butt kicks. So kicking the heel to the butt. Again, having the option of running in place or doing these stationary by bringing that heel back. Deep breaths. Go for 3, 2, and 1. Next, we're going to go into some jumping jacks. Jumping up nice and high, engaging the core. If we like to do these just as a side-to-side step for a more low-impact option, that's awesome as well, guys. Give me 3, 2, and 1. Next, we're going to go into a glute and hamstring stretch. So one heel comes out. We're going to open the chest, sitting back into our hips. We're going to scoop the ground and coming up. So starting back, scooping forward into the ceiling. Big inhale down and exhale up. Deep breaths here. Make sure our toes are pointing straight forward. Feeling the stretch in the back of our legs. Give me one more on each side. Last one. Alrighty, guys, next up, we're just going to warm up the shoulders some. Always good to do that, even if you're not working them. Let's do some arm circles back. Make sure the palms are facing outwards, fingertips pointing up. And let's go forwards. Feeling the stretch in our upper body, the arms, shoulders, and back. Go for 3, 2, and 1. Alrighty, guys, next we're going to get into some air squats, warming up our legs and glutes. So getting into that squat position, feet should be about shoulder width or a bit wider, slightly pointed outwards, hands out or at chest, or just at our side. We're going to squat all the way down and up, squeezing the glutes at the top. Give me about 10 to 15 reps here, going at whatever pace your body is comfortable with. Sitting back into our hips, trying to keep our torso stacked over our hips, and the chest stays open. Remembering to breathe. We're inhaling down. Exhale, squeeze the glutes at the top. Go for 3, 2, and last one here. Alrighty guys, shake it out some, grab some water. That was our warm-up, nice and simple and quick. Next we're gonna get into our first round, and like I said, it'll be more lower body focused and more compound movements, getting those glutes and legs activated. Get some water, and turn this music up. Alrighty guys, it is time to get started. So picking up that weight, if we're using it, our first movement is going to be an overhead squat. So here, just like in our warm-up, we're going to get into that squat position. Feet maybe a bit wider depending on your range of motion. Overhead, we're just going to hold that weight or just our hands over our head, straight up, directly towards the ceiling. Here we're going to sit back just like a squat and all the way up. If our hands come forward some, that is perfectly okay. We're working on that shoulder mobility here. So we're going to have 30 to 40 seconds here. And let's go. We're down and up, squeezing the glutes at the top. Mainly feeling this workout in our lower body, in the quads, in the thighs, and in our glutes, but also in our shoulders and our core. If we'd like to just do a normal squat, then we're here at chest. Whatever you're comfortable with, guys. About 10 more seconds here. Trying our best to sit back and putting the weight in our heels. So the knees shouldn't come too far past the toes. Give me 3, 2, and 1. Alrighty guys, come on down. Next up here, we'll be doing a lateral or a side shuffle with a press. So here the weight is at chest. Our position is feet under the shoulders, slight bend in our knees. Chest is open, and we're sitting the hips back. So here, we're taking a side step out. As we step out, we bring that weight forward and back. So this is our movement here for 30 seconds. Trying to get as low as we can to work those glutes. And let's go. We're out and in. Remembering to breathe. Keeping our glutes nice and tight. We're working our outer glutes here, getting those muscles activated. Also feeling this in our core, and again, some in our shoulders. If we're adding in that press, if we like to just do these without the press, that is an option as well, guys. Give me 10 more seconds. Deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Standing on up. Lastly, here we have what I like to call a frog squat. Not exactly sure what they're called, but getting to the squat position. Weight is going to stay here at chest. We're going to go down into a deadlift, so hinging the hips back. Chest is open. As we get parallel with the ground, we're going to sit back into a squat and come back up from that deadlift. So we're going into a deadlift, sit back, squat, hips come back up. So that is our sequence here. This is going down and back up. 30 seconds. And let's go. We're down. Sitting back into our squat. Hips come back up. And we squeeze the glutes at the top. This is a nice and steady movement. Find that rhythm. Keeping our back flat the entire time. Feeling this work in our glutes and the back of our thighs and the hamstrings. Remembering to take deep breaths here. So following the pattern down, back up. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and finish the rest out, guys. Alrighty, put the weight down if you've used it, and get some water. That was our first round. Whew, I don't know about y'all, but I'm already sweating. I feel it in my legs, and the glutes, and a little bit in our shoulders here. We did that shoulder work. Grab some water. Alrighty, we're gonna go into repeating. Okay, we're gonna go into repeating those 3 movements, and then we're gonna go into our next round. So a bit quicker here. We're gonna get back into it with that overhead squat. So into our squat position, either at chest or coming overhead. 30 seconds. Let's go. Sitting back into our hips, trying to keep our torso stacked. So sitting up nice and tall, knees kind of outwards, halfway there. Squeezing the glutes at the top, or inhaling down and exhaling up. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, guys, next up with a lateral side shuffle. Getting into position. Nice and low, chest is open. Let's go out and in. So nice and steady here. Feeling the work in the glutes, the core, and in the chest and shoulders. If we're doing that press out. Halfway there. Woo! Deep breath, keep the knees pressed outwards. Glutes are tight. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand on up. Back into that frog squat with the deadlift squat variation. Squat. Feet should be underneath of our shoulders. Siphon in those knees. 30 seconds. We're down. Sitting back and back up. Squeezing the glutes at the top. So feeling or getting into the position that feels right for your body and finding that rhythm. We're over halfway there, guys. You should feel this burn in your lower body, in the glutes, and the hamstrings. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 more rep here. Finish it out, guys. Deep breath. Squeeze the glutes up. Alrighty, get another sip of water, and we're gonna move on to the next round. Woo! We're working hard, guys. So happy to see some people on today, or more people. We're gonna get into the next round. We will have about 4 movements here. We're gonna be down on both grounds, starting with a glute hip bridge variation. I will be using this weight again. So putting that plate right on top of my thighs. I'm gonna lay my back down here, where I'm gonna sit my hips up, keeping in this hip bridge position. Make sure your legs are probably a little bit closer than hip distance apart, so we can hold on to that weight. Shoulder blades are pressed into our mat. We're going to be doing a marching hip bridge here. So lifting each leg back and forth. Having the option to hold that weight, or if we're not using it, then hands on the ground. So we're going to be here for 30 to 40 seconds. Just lifting the foot up towards the ceiling and back down directly where you had it. And let's go. Hips are up, hands on that weight. Finding our balance, using our heel and the shoulder blades to keep ourselves supported. We should be looking straight up and squeezing the glutes. You're halfway there. Woo! Remember to breathe, guys. Give me 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Next up, we're going to go into a flying leg abduction. So this will be single leg. So starting with that left forearm down, we're going to be getting into a side plank position. That'll be working our glutes. Taking that weight, if we've got it, and placing it on our hip, on our thigh. Our legs are going to be straight out from our torso. We're going to have one knee bent, and the top leg is going to be extended, reaching towards the ceiling, and back down. We're going to be on each side for 20 seconds, and let's go. Being sure the elbow is directly under our shoulder. The legs are straight out. We have a slight bend in our knees. We're really controlled here, holding it for about half a second at the top, guys. Less than 10 seconds. Remember to breathe. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switching sides. We should feel that burn in our side glute. Going into the right side. Right forearm is down. Pressing the fingertips into the ground here. Elbow under the shoulder. And same thing, the inside leg is bent. And our top leg is extended with that weight. 20 seconds. Let's go. Trying to keep our toe pointed. And a slight bend in our knee. Only moving the leg here. Squeezing the glutes. Holding it for about half a second at the top. And controlling it down. Less than 10 seconds, guys. Deep breath. We're exhaling up. Inhaling down. 3, 2, and 1. Alrighty, putting that weight aside. We've got one more movement. It is right and left as well. So we're going to get up into a tabletop position. This on our hands and knees under the hips, and wrists under our shoulders. Starting with that right leg out, we're going into a donkey kick to an oblique crunch. So just so you guys can see it more. Starting with the right foot, we're up and to the elbow. So just bringing the heel back and bringing the knee to elbow. Staying here for 20 seconds and switching sides. Let's go. Knee to elbow and up. So this is an oblique crunch, working our core and also working our glutes with that kick up. Being sure we keep our neck in line with our spine. So we're looking straight down and the back is nice and flat. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Are you switching sides? Same thing on the left side. 20 seconds. Let's go. We're up. Knee to elbow. Make sure we've got that tabletop position. Wrists directly under the shoulders. Looking straight down at the ground. Halfway there. You got a water break after this. Squeeze the glutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Sit up and get some water, guys. How are we feeling? We should definitely feel it. The glutes. Next round, we're going to go into all core. So we're just gonna do that round once, and then go into our core round, completing that twice, hopefully, depending on our time. So if you're not feeling it in your core now, guys, you definitely will be after this last round. So picking that weight back up, we're gonna get into it. So get your last few sips of water. First movement here, we've got a sit-up with a twist. So here I am grabbing that weight. You have the option to keep the weight at chest or to have the arms extended. So what we're doing, so we're sitting up and twisting, making it a bit more challenging. Arms are extended, sitting up, and twisting nice and controlled. So we're gonna be here for 30 seconds, and whenever we are ready, starting down, let's go all the way up and twist. Remembering our breathing, deep breaths, we're inhaling down and exhaling up, all the way up, straightening our back, and then rolling the back all the way down. You're halfway there, guys. Woo! Feeling this in all parts of your core and in your shoulders if the arms are extended. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming down, we're gonna stay here on the floor, going into a leg drop with an overhead extension. So here, we're using weight that's over our heads and our hands, and legs are together. Here, we're coming up and back, moving the arms with the legs, having the option here to just come to our knees and back. We're gonna be here for 30 to 40 seconds. And let's go. We're up, meeting the hands and arms, and extending back. Remembering to breathe, keeping that lower back nice and flat. So only coming down as far as we're comfortable. Also having the option to do this single leg. Give me 10 more seconds, guys. Deep breaths. Inhale and exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Finish it out. Alrighty, last movement, flipping over into a plank position. We're gonna be doing a plank slide through. So having that place on the ground. It'd be better on carpet here. If not, then sliding it underneath of a towel or a piece of paper. So getting into that plank position. Body's nice and flat, wrists are under our shoulders, having option to be on toes or knees. We're simply sliding that weight through underneath of our torso for 30 seconds here. Then you've got some water. Let's go, guys. Your last movement here. Make sure we're placing the hands directly back under our shoulders. We're squeezing our core, and the glutes are nice and tight. Looking straight down at the ground so we don't strain our neck. You're halfway there. Don't drop it, guys. Deep breaths for 10 seconds. Woo! Feel the burn in your core. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Alrighty, guys. We're going to get some water, and we're going to get into repeating those 3 movements, and then we'll be completely done. So a bit quicker, back to back, and then we'll cool it down. Grab some water, guys. Stretch out the core some. Woo! And let's get into it. Back with those sit-ups to a twist. Either body weight or weighted. 30 seconds. And let's go. We're spinning up and twisting. Having the option again to bring those arms extended. Nice and controlled. Deep breaths. Feeling the burn in your core. Sitting up nice and tall. And rolling the back down. Give me 10 more seconds here. Woo! 5, 4, 3, 2, and finish it out. Always finish the rep out. Control it down. Already staying on our backs. Getting back into the leg lifts with the overhead extension here. So weighted or body weight. 30 seconds. And let's go. Meeting the arms and legs. And back down. Having the option to be double or single leg. Remembering to breathe, guys. Keeping the low back pressed into our mats. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one here. Alrighty, guys, sitting up. Last, we're going to go into that plank slide through, and then we'll cool it down. So finish strong, guys. Getting to the plank position. Wrists under the shoulders. We're up. 30 seconds. Sliding that weight through. Remembering to take deep breaths. We're bracing our core and squeezing the glutes. Trying to keep the torso as stable as possible. Pressing the fingertips down. You're over halfway there, guys. Don't drop it. We need to come down on our knees. That is okay. Just keep it moving. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Sitting on up. Giving yourself a hug for getting through it, guys. We're going to cool it down now. So get some water. And we're going to stretch it out. Lower that heart rate in these last few minutes. So starting by bringing our legs out. I'm going to sit up nice and tall. Reaching to one side. Feeling that outer core stretch. And reaching to the other side. Back to center. We're going to reach towards our toes. Feeling that stretch in the back of our legs and the hamstrings. And sitting back up. We're going to bring both of our feet in for a butterfly. So sitting up nice and tall, opening our chest and fluttering the knees downwards. Feeling that stretch in our inner thighs. Remembering to take deep breaths. Extending the legs back out. We're going to cross one over the other. So ankle's going to come over the knee. We're going to bring that heel closer to our hips and lift the hips up for a glute stretch. So sitting back into our hips, bringing the hips closer to that heel. Feeling the stretch in our glutes, in the butt, and in our hips. Having the option to roll out that hovering ankle. And switching sides, bring that foot nice and flat. Heel comes across the knee, and we're going to sit back, using our hands for support. Feeling that glute stretch, and rolling the ankle out if you'd like. Coming back down, we're going to flip over onto our stomachs. Having the hands a bit wider than shoulder width, we're going to press the fingertips down and extend the arms up into a cobra. Feeling the stretch in our abdominals and the stomach, maybe rocking from side to side. And lastly here, we're going to sit our hips back, opening the knees up, and falling into a child's pose, reaching the arms out in front of us, and letting our head fall. Feeling that stretch in our shoulders and in our hips. Taking your final deep breath. And sitting on back up. Crisscross applesauce. That is all I have for you guys tonight. It is 5:30. That was your 30-minute glutes and core guts and butts workout. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, my name is Sam, and I'm super, super grateful for all of you guys that came out and joined me in my workout today. I will see you either tomorrow for my strength circuits class at 12:30 in the afternoon, or again on Thursday for this guts and butts class. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.